I could probably go on for a while, but Rust kind of sucks. And it's not like it's just one thing. It's kind of just a bunch of things all coming together. Well, first off, you have crates.io indexing, and if you ever tried to do anything with cargo, you know that the second you want to add a dependency, it's going to take 5 minutes because crates.io indexing is so poorly designed. Another thing is that just the compile times in general are just so slow, even with incremental compilation. Even if you just change a single line in one of the leaf node crates, it's still going to take a few seconds to compile. And another reason is just the whole const situation. You can't really do anything useful with const. You can't use a function in a const context unless you mark it as const to begin with, which not many people do. And the second you want to try to do anything useful, you're pretty much screwed. Another major point is just the very bare bones standard library. HashMap, for example, its entry API, you can't you can't use the entry API unless you clone the key first, which is very annoying. And then another part is the terrible support for custom allocators. Even the unstable design of allocators right now is somewhat bad because if you want to use a custom allocator on a vec, that vec actually stores the allocator itself. There's no way to have a custom allocator and pass it to the vec only when it needs it. It has to be stored on the vec itself. And the other thing is pin project. You'd think pin project would be something so core would just be in the normal language, but if you want to do anything related to futures, then I guess you need to install another dependency. And another thing that just really sucks is the conditional compilation, how all that's handled. I understand what they're trying to do by using features to gate different targets, but it doesn't really work once you try to do anything complicated. Like if you want to only include a dependency for a certain platform, that's not really something you can do. You just have that dependency do nothing on that platform, which kind of works, but it still bloats all the packages you have to download, even if that's not the platform you're compiling for at all. And another thing that's really annoying is the lack of a static assert. You can kind of fake it with a const definition, but it's not really as powerful as a real static assert, and it doesn't give good error messages at all. If you used if you've ever used something like C or C++, you know that they're terrible languages. They still have good static assert. Well, anyway, those are just a few points I've kind of been thinking about. There's probably quite a few that I forgot to mention. Those are just some of the biggest ones.